That's great. Thank you, Jacqueline. In honor of Black History Month, each day in February, we are featuring notable businesses, people, and events that highlight Black and African American culture.
And Greensboro-based company CMB Studios' original feature film is giving us just a glimpse into the journey of one U.S. Army veteran's life post-combat. And this is why we have our Victoria Lucas now joining us here in studio. You've got a lot more details, though, about the film and something more about what the director really hopes that people get out of it.
Oh yes, definitely. I had the chance to speak to the director of the film Trauma, Christopher Bray. He's also the owner of CMB Studios. He tells me the trauma in the military community has affected the lives of many veteran soldiers and their families. And as someone who's also served in the military, Bray says the ongoing deteriorating hardships have got to end.
The second you step foot back on American soil, my life and our kids' lives have been a living hell.
After serving our very nation, one might think all veterans who return home receive a welcoming embrace. Christopher Bray, owner of CMB Studios and director of an original feature film, Trauma, tells us this isn't the case for every soldier.
Trauma in the military community has affected all parts of our lives, and we have to carry that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a heavy weight to carry.
Bray and his team show us the post-combat life of a U.S. Army veteran named Travis.
His wife takes his kids and his bank account and, disappears. And what you see is Travis transition from the military life back into civilian life, but not prepared for it and unable to handle his PTSD.
And he suffers with substance abuse in trying to cope. Bray is a veteran himself, serving for a total of 6 years with 2 in combat.
I was out of a unit in Salisbury, North Carolina with the reservists, and then when we were overseas, we were attached to the Big Red One while we were in Afghanistan out of Kandahar and Shindad. I took a collection of stories from my battle buddies who I've served with and stories that I've witnessed or seen and actually put it into the story to give that real, authentic feel to it.
Though some actors in the film may not be veterans, they tell us it wasn't hard to relate.
The anxiety, sometimes the depression that comes along with it. But yeah, I relate a lot to some veterans, yeah.
Bray hopes viewers can have a better understanding of what veterans need when they come home after answering the call to serve.
And that's when the actual, your community around you that you live in has to come in and just welcome you back home with open arms and understand that although you may be going through some things mentally, that there's a community of people that actually care about you.
But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
And if you missed the premiere of Trauma, there's still a chance for you to see it. The CMB Studios team is currently working on more showings to premiere in multiple major cities, and we'll have more information on upcoming showtimes and dates later on over on the triadcw.com.
Victoria, my goodness, so you were able to meet with him and talk to him about that. Did he, when he was explaining, how he felt about doing a film like that, why did he say it was just so important for them to sort of spread the knowledge? Does he feel like that's not something that's commonly known?
100%. He's a veteran himself. You heard him say he's, served our country for 6 years and then, in combat as well. And he's had his own experiences and then also his experience from other fellow men in the military and women in the military as well. And just seeing how not everyone gets that warm embrace and that welcome from their communities or even their families, it's difficult. And those hardships are hard to carry, and he even said it's a heavy weight to carry. And that's
sounds like it.
Right, and that's just one of the groups that sometimes we don't think to realize, especially when we're going through celebrating or remembering days such as Veterans Day or Memorial Day, and just realizing even though one may come home and be able to still be alive, it doesn't mean all is well.
And it seems like to put it on a big screen like that, the message may be able to be conveyed in a different way to reach more people. So
exactly.
Hopefully that's the goal, and it will be accomplished too, to have the film. So it is the viewings are local. People can go and watch it somewhere around our area.
Yes, so for right now, the first premiere was at the Carolina Theater. So they're currently working on premiering it in major cities across our area and also out of our area too. So we just have to wait on that.
That's fantastic for them to reach even more people. Thank you for sharing their story, Victoria. We appreciate it.